And we're back. All right, who remembers what happened last week?
Good question, mate.
We took over a pirate's boat.
Yep, that's right.
I guess it needs to be cleaned, fixed. We commandeered said pirate for at least the time being as our boat captain.
Yeah.
And
We, in fact, created an organization.
yeah, and I think you guys were discussing forgery for double the rewards.
Yeah, I was definitely going to forgery something. What was I gonna
Oh,
forge?
we were going into the ruins because we went to the tavern. We got to the city, and we're trying to get the pass to get to the main island. But to get to the pass, we need to
All
get
right,
the
we're in
documents for these
Yeah,
people.
one person is like 100 gold plus a pass. The other one's like, what is it, 200 gold no pass?
Yep.
As a
The
contact.
Academy of Natural Sciences and Magic and the Starwell Institute of the Arcane. So we got to go get their documents, and if we forge them, maybe we can get double reward.
All right. But you
just consider the consequences if you get busted.
Schmonsequences.
All right.
I'm in. I'll assume my identity.
Yeah, then I think long-term goal, we just wanted to rebuild the guild.
Do this.
For money and power and all that.
And maybe honor and justice, you know.
And women for Mike's character.
Tell you what, we'll come up with 6 traits for all the crossed blades, and at least one of them will be positive. Positive adjacent.
I've worked with you guys before. I'm almost certain you will not be able to succeed in that endeavor.
Dude, I played with Watchmaker. You don't get to lecture me about trying to herd cats.
You gave it the best shot there. All right,
you
so
gave the old college go, and then you got blamed for building.
These things happen.
You've walked down the spiral staircase deep into this recently uncovered ruin on the island of Kosa. The air is thick. It is definitely old. It has sat for centuries. Dust and cobwebs fill the air, and you currently are just seeing a small portion of the ruins themselves by the torch that has been thrown down. And let's take a quick old peek here.
Look at that darkness. I feel like I'm a Dave Chappelle skit.
You find yourself in a square room. There's a number of coffins that have been lined up somewhat haphazardly, but the room itself definitely has seen some wear just by even just tectonic activity.
Do these coffins look like they've been moved recently, or is it just tectonic, like just...
Make a perception check.
I'm gonna remember how to play this game.
Yeah, it does take a while, doesn't it?
Just want to double check it. Had we reset before all this happened? Before we started walking into this dungeon, or we had like long rested?
We had. I think we had a long rest, right?
You had a long rest in between the fight with the pirates and actually landing on Kosa itself. From these perception checks, you can see that these coffins were moved down and were not really meant to be inside this actual ruin. At first glance, they do appear to be lined up neatly, but they actually are just a little bit at an angle and appear to not have been sealed properly. Some of the lids are off, some of them are not fitted properly.
What were we looking for again? I can't remember.
You were looking for some documents.
Okay.
Yeah, this was the ancient empire that collapsed. Scoured this place when they left, but they had a redundant copy that might be down there that we can find.
Okay.
And that stuff's valuable. The nerds.
All right. So, the dungeon is yours to explore.
I want to cast Mage Armor.
Okay.
We should definitely look in the light. Let's see what we got for that. I don't have a light spell prepared myself.
I can see in the dark.
Okay, mage armor.
I might be able to as well, thinking about it.
Pushing myself.
I actually checked you cannot.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to check that when I was like getting the when I was prepping this whole dungeon here.
Did I have a light spell?
Wait, I cannot cast it on myself?
No.
Did I?
Go with torches.
Ian, you're saying I can't cast major armor on myself? Is that what you said?
No, you can touch on yourself or cast on yourself. It's any willing creature.
Oh, I thought that.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, Matt's character Graham does not have dark vision.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Was light a spell or is it a cantrip? I can't remember.
It's a well, there is the same thing, but it's a cantrip.
Okay. I have that. Oh, I didn't. I didn't like. I guess.
Paladins actually don't get access to cantrips. Unless, of course, you took... Oh, no, that's true. You did take that.
Yeah.
But...
I don't think... Remind me here. I just don't have access to all of them, right? It's just like 2 of them.
Yeah, you only got 2. So if you have 2 cantrips already selected, those are your cantrips, yeah.
All right.
Some of you should have torches. One thing to keep in mind, though, is a torch will take up one of your hands. So if you have a shield...
Do I have a torch? I don't think I do.
Yeah.
90% sure I don't.
I'm reasonably sure my item pack did. I don't know if I properly unpacked it or not.
I don't think I ever went through my item pack. Like we went through it, Ian.
I believe the Dungeoneer's pack does have some torches.
Kaido definitely has one on his.
If nobody lights a torch, I'll light a candle for myself.
I
No,
Okay.
I'll use it.
I have dark vision, so I don't have any torch or anything. I'm just leading the way, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
So Chungus is on point.
Well,
Me and Chungus.
hold on now, Chungus. Let me look for traps and things.
Actually, funny enough, a tabaxi does not have dark vision.
What?
Someone.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, you do. You do have dark vision. I had to double check that quickly, but...
Okay.
April Fool's was last month.
So, if you want to check for traps, go ahead and make a investigation roll.
Oh, I want to do that.
Okay. Well, we'll just go with Fiffle. Fiffle's the one who was doing the trap checking, but Fiffle, because you were being assisted, you can roll with advantage.
I rolled a 19 for the first one.
You could roll a 20, but... yeah. Either way, you do actually see, about 10 feet down the hallway, would be right around here, you see a little pressure plate sticking up. Barely able to be seen, but with the dust, it does create a very fine contrast between actual floor and pressure plate.
Sneaky motherfuckers.
Think you can do something about that?
Here.
Yep, you were directly in front of the trap.
So, there's a trap here. You guys want me to set it off?
Technically, yes.
Are there any what's it called? Jack's gonna look around for any loose objects, rocks, sticks, tablets, or anything that he can pry free easily.
You see a few like loose items around. I mean, would say it's pretty easy to find what you're looking for. The issue would simply be stuffing it underneath the pressure plate.
Should we set it off?
Can we
Just stay back and
Can we see what it's attached to?
Yeah, that was my question.
Is his investigation good enough for that?
Yeah, with that investigation, that 19, and approaching it, Fiffle would also be able to see a variety of holes in the wall that show... You suspect that's what it's connected to?
So possibly dart traps of some kind, or spears or something. The sharp end.
Yeah, they're pretty small holes. They're like yay big. About like quarter size.
Quarter size.
Any residue or anything near the holes?
Not that you can see.
Can we safely trigger said plate without being near the holes, or it's right there?
Well, you can. There's a few things you can do. Fiffle would know that his thieves' tools would allow him to not only pick locks, but also he could use them to possibly disable traps.
I defer to his expertise.
What was that? My thieves' tools can help me disable traps.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll try and disable this trap with my thieves' tools.
All right.
Good idea.
Go ahead and utilize your thieves' tools. It basically is let's dex check with your proficiency.
Dexterity. Submit.
There you go. 14.
Still better
Yep.
than a dark heresy roll.
Yep. This trap appears to be, it's a combination of it being old and somewhat hastily set up. But you're actually able to slip a little thieves' tool underneath the pressure plate and just cut a single tense line.
You're amazing, Jeremy.
Stupid
And-
pressure plate.
And the pressure plate falls in, and nothing happens.
Huzzah.
Nice work.
So Kaido has the torch. Is that
Alright, safe now. You can go ahead, Chungus.
Okay. Chungus just goes through.
Okay.
Kaido uses a two-hander, so I'll have Kaido hand off his torch to Graham, and Graham will hold the torch in one hand.
Okay.
Is there enough space for two-handed weapons in these halls? Because I'm using a great axe.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, 5 feet across, so
Okay.
I figure your characters would know enough to be able to, fight.
They're relatively expert with their
Yeah.
this is a Black
They're
Friday
They're
hallway?
proficient. Okay, so nothing happens when I cross this threshold.
Nope. You are, as far as you're aware, safe.
I'm just gonna examine around. Is there anything else? I'm not very perceptive, so I'm probably not gonna notice very much.
You could make a perception roll just to see if you see anything. See if you see.
Roxanne's very annoyed right now.
And so, can you give each of us a different amount of sight?
Yeah. So
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
when I prepped this, and this is a little while ago, so I'm not 100%. That's why I was having a little bit of trouble remembering who had dark vision, who didn't. But I did give everyone with dark vision the ability to see into the darkness. So, no humans can see into the darkness very well, but
No, I was just wondering if that was an option you had.
I mean, I can move the torch.
You have to go pee-pee, Roxanne.
Okay.
And we
So having dark vision, if I move all the way to the other end, I'll be able to see more down this hallway.
Yeah. move
Yeah, if you were to move further in, you could see farther into the ruin itself.
Well,
actually,
let's discuss order. This looks like we're about to be going single file here. Let's talk about maybe.
Tell you what, you keen-eyed fellows can find the traps.
hold that thought, because I'd like to cast... Actually, let me look at the spell listing on this.
Yeah, I'm just behind Chungus
Alright.
because
You're a
I'm walking
coward.
there, and I know it's safe. Plus, he's got divine intervention. He comes back to life with 1 hit point.
I'm gonna cast Detect Poison and Disease on myself.
Okay, so let me just get for the duration. You can sense the presence and location of poisons. Poisonous creature and disease within 30 feet of you. Okay, that's not bad. Let me just verify something quickly. I'm just gonna see what's within 30 feet. Okay.
What? Good.
You might want to give me like a radius, so as things...
I think we should be all
Go-
set.
Do 15 feet, and is it 30 feet in each direction, or?
Yeah, it should be diameter. I'm sorry, radius. Basically 30 feet from the center point, radiating out.
Wow. Oh, wow. That's 30 feet in every direction, huh?
Yep. Mind you, this is a small dungeon. You'll be facing way bigger ones soon enough.
No, I was just thinking, it's wow, that if you just think about it, that's kind of big considering how zoomed in we are right now for this area.
Yeah, so you'll be able to see. Well, give or take, but yeah. Okay.
Let me just make sure I deducted the spell slot correctly. There
Yeah, I gotta figure out my freaking spell slots.
we go. Okay. Spell slots remaining 2. So yeah, I'll just for the next
10 minutes.
Yep, for the next 10 minutes, I'll be able to detect poisons and disease sources.
Okay.
I just,
If there's
That's
anything
all
like
traps,
poison darts
amazing.
or anything.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
are we gonna be doing a lot of what is it?
We're
Trap.
level 2 now, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Are we doing a lot of trap looking for
Yeah, they said there was a lot of traps in here
yeah.
in the
Can
last
I
when they told us about it.
Can I put guidance on Piffle?
Yeah, you'd be able to use guidance. I believe guidance only lasts for a minute. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, like once whenever he's gonna go up.
Okay.
Can I just use how many times is that? I can use that as.
I mean, you could use it as many times as you want. So I cantrip.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Next time, I'll just like ping it.
Is there another trap?
Well, you really haven't moved forward.
Let's move
Can I-
forward.
Yeah,
Move
I
forward
can't see.
5
So
feet at a time, checking for
Yeah,
traps.
yeah. I'm going.
I don't know
forward,
if like
too.
me right here.
What
where I
about to
can
the
see-
right? Is this just like what's this area over here?
That just appears to be like a small room. It looks like it might have acted as maybe a storeroom or some sort of open area, but you're not. Currently, it
Nothing
contains
there.
nothing.
Can I
Nothing
also
that we can see.
investigation as I'm going forward?
Yeah.
Graham, you should stay back here with me in the back. We can be the anchor of the team. Chungus in the front, Piffle and Kaito in the middle. And what do you all think of this?
Roger that. Sure.
Vision in the front, vision in the back. Healer wizard protected.
That sounds like a
front
good
line or
idea.
center? Let's do this.
I reckon that seems straightforward enough.
But I don't want to go last.
Is this a torch?
Yep, that's a torch.
There's a- I guess. How many do we
Which
have?
way do we want to go?
I don't know because I can't see shit.
But the
Keep down the
Dungeoneers
stairs on the left.
pack has 10 torches.
Can I grab that one then?
I mean, you could
So I
grab.
can actually see because I can't. All I see is like a straight line.
Yeah,
'Cause I
you
don't
could,
know if I don't know if you can modify my like vision as I move in and out. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I can change that.
Because like this is all black. Like right next to me is black.
Yeah, you're in a hallway. You're to the hallway.
Yeah, this is all black for all of us.
Yep. This is just a straight hallway you're down.
Yeah. I think the only way that I can go is this way. Is that right?
Yep. You can head to the north.
I'm going that way.
Okay.
Oblivious to any traps, obviously.
Currently, you see just open room to your left, a slight hallway to your right.
Where did everybody go?
Wait, maybe Piffle, you should be in the front. And Chungus can be the eyes. Right behind you.
I just go
Can't see
going
anything.
over here.
And I'm actually going to.
It's all safe this way, guys. Come on over.
Is Piffle like a gnome or halfling or anything like that?
Well, it looks like he tipped over right
If
now.
you walk in exactly the
picture.
same path that I took, you'll be fine. That much I can tell you.
Are you
for
doing that on
sure.
purpose?
What?
Rotating the tokens?
Yeah.
Darkness.
It looked like he just fell the way he turned it.
I've been
Oh,
rotating
yes.
mine around.
Is that
Right?
you?
Oh, hey there, Piffy. Yeah, it's me, Elmo, right here.
Chungus' knee.
Can you actually. Let's see, was it this one?
Is
Trying to
that
remember
your knee?
No,
Yes.
happy to see you.
That's my penis.
Oh.
Oh! Come on.
So Ian, I'm confused. So I can see over here still.
Yeah, it gets explored.
Okay, so I literally can't see here, even if the light is kind of shining.
Well, I mean it's because it's that's like nothingness. Consider it. It's basically like thick stone walls to your left and to your right.
like right here.
Yeah, like to your north. So I mean that's part of the map, but currently you would be inside of a wall.
Oh, is that where I am?
No, you're in like another thing. In fact,
We're up in this room over here.
can I move this just to give you a little?
Outside the wall.
Oh, you can't see anything. Okay. I can see.
Well done.
Yeah, I
Let
can't
me just.
see.
I can see down here.
All right, I'm gonna have to. Well, I'll need a little more work. But the point of the story is here. Let me. I think you guys should probably move together, and that way I can move the light with you guys.
Yeah, because I'm absolutely not moving because the light's back there and they're doing whatever, and I can't see.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
we
just
got
Alright.
a lot of
resolve before I
we
move.
got a lot. We got a lot of torches. Let's light some torches here, fellas.
If one lights a candle.
Okay.
Can you move mine up to the rest of the gang?
There you go. And here, I'm gonna move everyone in this room here.
Wait, I want to explore this like little coffin right here that seems to be offset from all the rest.
To your south or to your east?
Steal from mummies.
I can only see the
Steal
one to
from
my south.
mummies.
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation.
I got +5 in investigation. Let's do this.
Yeah, so you're able to take a look at the coffin. It's a stone lid, that is resting on the actual coffin itself. Moving the lid a little bit, you're able to see into the interior. Looks to be about 3 skeletons kind of packed together.
Can I
And-
rummage through them a little bit and see if there's anything like, of worthwhile interest in there?
Graham
Curse.
wrote.
Yeah, they come alive and just kill you and just like bring you to the coffin.
I would say with that investigation check,
Become friends.
you're able to see that anything that they had on them, they probably has rotted away. Looks like whatever like clothing they had is like just completely disintegrated.
What's the quality of the bone? Could I take one with me and be like a nice something?
It's a few centuries old, but yeah, you could grab like some bits of bone.
All right, I'm gonna
There's
leave.
nothing else in the coffin besides the skeletons.
They look to
Disease.
just be like some skeletons.
It's so close to the entrance, it was probably like crypt robbed anyway.
True, but the trap wasn't set off. Yeah, all
It's
right.
like
I'm
the
just gonna leave
Egyptians.
it and get back to the crew
Okay.
and hope that Graham didn't see me. I guess.
Oh, I was thinking the same thing. Like he's not gonna be happy with you.
Is there
I
anything
didn't
else
even
of
think about
note in this room?
Nope, these rooms actually look to be rather eerily quiet from what you can see.
Okay, let's
Um,
go this way. What's up here? These stairs.
So inside of here, it looks to be some older lab equipment, metal tubes that have since just rusted completely. A few glass beakers, some bizarre devices you've never really seen before.
There's some weird machines in here. I don't know what any of this is. All right, I'm leaving. That's just like what he says.
Okay.
Doesn't care. If anybody cares to take a peek, there's some strange shit up there.
Should we check for traps again?
Yeah, Graham wants to do a religion check just to kind of get the vibe of these remains.
Okay, go ahead and roll religion.
If that's a suitable thing for this.
Yeah. Okay. You're able to figure out that you have a slight idea about ancient Arwellian burial rites, and really this was not how it should have been done. Generally speaking, one skeleton per coffin. For having multiple skeletons in one coffin is really weird.
These men died round.
Something about this seems a little iffy. Does this recently disturbed, or like they just got shoveled in a long time ago?
It was only recently disturbed by you.
Before that, I mean,
They've been sealed for, you figure, about as long as this actual dungeon has been sealed, so it'd be about 7 centuries.
well, if they ain't complained yet, he kind of mutters to himself. And with that, he'll continue moving on.
Okay.
Let's keep on keeping on this way. There's just more coffins this way, it looks like.
Yeah, just a bunch of coffins have been stuffed together into these rooms. Really, any spot they could find space.
Is there anything special about the bodies in there? Like, can any of these other people determine, if they're significant in any way? Like, they were people like that were significant. I don't know. I'm gonna keep going. I'm a stupid character.
Nobles, people of import.
If you wanted to take a look at the skeletons more in depthly, it would be a medicine check.
Okay, there's a statue here. What's this?
That's really just
Lenny.
that's a compass, kind of like built into the actual tiling of the ground, just as a bit of decoration. The room itself you're in, it has been cleared out. You do see there are spots, indentations in the ground where something heavy had sat for a long time and has since been moved away.
So someone has been in here since it's...
Just something was there before.
Come move the group with us. Everybody's moving with me here. Come on, so everybody, come on, move yourself.
Can I check the science gear stuff first?
Yeah. Make an Arcana check.
I can help him with that. I'm
Okay.
good at that.
Yep. Just go ahead and roll Arcana with advantage if being assisted by Otto.
Aw, yeah.
Okay. Taking a look at this, a lot of this gear is no longer usable, just it's rusted over, too much time has passed, but you're able to take a look and see that it was used for magical experiments. It looks to be really high-end, like artificer gear, and whoever had used this previously paid out the nose for it and used it really well.
Cool.
And is anything like loose, pocketable, anything like that?
I mean, there's like some glass beakers that are still workable, and it's a lot of like rusted equipment that you could probably pocket. You're not able to determine what exactly it is currently, just because of the wear it suffered. But yeah, there's like a few loose things that could fit in pockets.
Oh yeah, let me just take some beakers and these loose metal pieces.
Okay.
Rusted metal pieces.
Yep.
Thank you.
Most of it is brittle, kind of like flakes as you pick it up, but you're able to find a couple of pieces that actually held on, probably thicker bits of metal that wouldn't have entirely oxidized, or at least if they did, they would have a little more structure to them.
Any guess as to how much?
I would say like a handful, like a single handful. This wouldn't be worth more than like a few copper if you were to try and sell it.
Oh no, I'm a hoarder.
Yeah. No, I would just say like a handful of like these metal tubes and beakers.
2, 3 beakers?
Yeah, like 2 beakers. Just small like little test tube things. But, very high-grade glass. Like, if you were to drop it, it probably wouldn't shatter. The first time. Alright. Is everyone following behind Chungus?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your position? Everyone can see? Well, I guess you can't quite see Chungus. I'm just going to move this
We had a
forward.
general order.
So Graham's behind me, Kaito in front, Chungus first, Piffle behind him.
And I can...
Who are these characters here? Graham, is this you with the sword on your back like that?
No, that's me. That's Otto.
Graham is
Otto,
the
right,
guy
right,
with the
okay.
hood.
Otto. You should be in the middle too.
The dinner has arrived.
And actually, you know what? I realize now I could probably do. There we go. So that's your detect poison.
Ah. Where was it again?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Where was it again?
The detect poison. I have an aura around you. Are not able to see it.
No, I see it.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was specifically pinging on something.
No, I put the aura there,
Gotcha.
so you can see that. And I can move anybody into the light if you need to.
Graham will say, not that we should go
Is
too.
the light supposed to be like one little thin line, like right here? Because that's all I see.
Well, currently the light is just going down the hallway, but if I were to move it into here,
What? See, now it's showing, but before.
oh, I'm sorry, and there's also a door in the front of in the way. So if you move through the door,
Well, I figured he would have left the door open.
yeah, but I can't adjust the door that easily, unfortunately.
Okay, that's why that did that. That was a hinge.
Yep. So, right now you're seeing the same thing that Chungus is seeing, where it was a room and yeah, something big and heavy had stood in here, but has been moved out. Not sure what it is, but it was definitely heavy enough to leave like indentation, so it must have sat there for a while. The room ahead, you see what looks to be just some like collapsed structure.
Does Piffle want to do a trap search?
Yes.
Okay. I would cast guidance on him.
Okay, go ahead
They did a
and
pretty poor job of booby trapping.
Safe, everyone.
you can add the D4.
Yeah, you got to do a D4 and add it to it.
Yeah, Fiffle
Feel safe,
doesn't.
everyone.
Fiffle doesn't see anything. It's fine.
Yeah, well, let's just keep going then.
Nice. All right, let's go.
In this room, once again, this looks like it might have also been a storeroom that's been cleared out. There are drag marks on the ground that have actually scuffed the actual stone itself, and it looks like anything that was in this room might have been slightly buried by the rocks that have collapsed in.
Can we take the torch and put it here then?
Yeah.
Should we move some rocks?
Actually, I can make a second one thinking about it.
I love to move rocks.
I threw a rock at him.
Is this the whole room?
It's a big rock.
Let me take a look. Yep, that's the whole room. This one I actually did go around. There's like a little tool you can use to like basically...
Are you gonna move the rocks on Chungus?
Yeah, if Chungus wants to try and move those rocks, go ahead and make an athletics check.
Well, does it appear that there's any particular, like, is there like a draft or something somewhere we could tell which way there might be another passage where I can move rocks?
This looks like it might have just collapsed in from the ceiling.
So, is there a way if we look up? Like,
Now, looking around the room, you actually do see a couple of things. Actually, just to see how much you do see, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Can I make one as well?
Yeah, anybody in that room can make one. All right.
Those have incredibly good ones.
Fiffle, you actually do see that, yes, this probably... Okay, Fiffle, Graham working together, you see that this probably was an armory of some sort, and there actually does appear to be a couple of swords still remaining.
Oh, well. Okay. Some nice shiny swords.
Fiffle, go ahead and I want you to make Make another investigation check. Or actually, or perception. Either of those two. Yeah, Fiffle, that sword, as you mention the name, it starts to shake. And the second sword starts to shake as well.
Uh-oh.
And I would like everyone to roll initiative.
That saw's being
Oh,
added
sorry.
Let's see. I got a question. So,
All right. Here's Kaito's. Oh wait, do you have to still select them?
You gotta select it, yeah.
Hang on.
There's some kind of
hell is
bug
it?
with my dice. I'm gonna die super hard, you guys.
Damn, Fiffle, with those freaking 20s.
God damn. God
Not
damn
good.
it, man.
That's not a good sign.
8. That's Kaito.
Well, I did it twice. I got a 5 the first time.
Okay, that's fine. I can clear that out. Let me just pull up the actual turn order.
That's a. Oh, okay. There's my 20 for the night.
We'll just
I don't know
change
what
that to a 5. There you go.
Matt, we know that I'm never gonna roll a 20 of importance.
All right. And geez Louise. Okay. I think that's everyone. 3, 4, 5. Yep. All right. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. You're good. All right, so what you see is these two swords that have shaken a little bit before swinging up and are preparing to just shoot towards you. Fiffle, you're up.
Biffle squeaks, pulls out his short sword, kind of darts forward and bats at the other sword.
Okay.
And then goes and hides behind Chunks.
Yeah. Where is? Let's see here. So which sword? So
And then like this.
okay. So you go here, and you're gonna make an attack action against the sword.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to attack. Okay. Unfortunately, you just fling and strike the blade of the sword.
That's why 320s in a row is bad. Those are learn pointless things. Well, not
Well,
pointless.
that answered that question. That sword has more armor than 9.
Yeah.
Most things do.
And if I still have enough movement left, I'd like to hide behind Chungus.
Okay. So basically, bonus action to disengage and then move behind Chungus.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, because I would have to disengage, but I can do that.
Yep.
Move behind Chungus and hide.
You would be able to hide because that's another bonus action.
Oh, those are both bonus actions.
Yeah, as a rogue, you get to hide. You can disengage and hide using your bonus action after level 2.
Yes.
Or-
Fair enough.
So,
I'll stand behind Chungus.
oh, okay. Here. All right, Graham, you're up.
Okay. Graham is gonna ready his shield with a partial action or move action or whatever.
I think is donning the shield. I believe that is an action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then never mind.
Doffing and donning.
I mean, you can drop the torch as a free action, no problem. But yeah.
So I'll drop that. I guess I'll just two-hand the thing. Let me just de-equip my shield so my AC reflects.
Okay.
Should do that automatically now. Yep, it did. And
Perfect.
I will try a two-handed Warhammer bash.
All right, go ahead. And I'm assuming, yeah. So you strike and you hit the blade of the sword, and you hear like the metal just reverberate, and you've done some damage to that thing. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice.
Oh, that was. I think that was to hit.
Oh, you're right.
Oh my god.
It's D10 plus 4.
You just click the where it says Warhammer, like under the 20. Yep, there you go.
Oh.
So you do 5 damage to it. So that's that's pretty good damage for what it is.
True.
So yeah. So you just smash into this sword, and it just like, and you think you bent the metal a little bit.
Just a
Good. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Otto, you're up.
I will move
Good lord.
here and attack this sword.
All right, go ahead.
Let me see here. No, that's not a hit.
Yeah, unfortunately, you swing and the sword just flips out of the way, and you just pass underneath it.
I assume, Ian, that Kaito's wearing his chainmail. It's not showing up on his AC properly.
He should be.
Okay. Might just have to manually factor that if he's attacked.
Yeah, I think chainmail is 16.
Is it 16 plus dex or 16?
I believe it's just 16 because it is heavy.
Yep. Okay, so he'll have a 16 dex.
Did Otto want to do anything else on his turn?
Let's see here.
Oh, Roxanne's trying to attack birds.
Roxanne might be a cat in disguise.
I will Shield of Faith myself, I believe.
Okay.
Let me double check. I can cantrip too, right?
You can cast a spell. So what it is, you can cast a spell as a bonus action, and then you can use a cantrip as for an action.
Okay. An action, okay. I will Shield of Faith, which is...
As a bonus action?
Yeah,
Okay. Shield of Faith.
myself.
Okay. Alright. Kaito.
Right, that's me now. Sorry.
No problem.
Let's see. Kaito, is he able to swing from where he is right now?
Yeah, he can strike. Like, he just basically is going around the corner to strike the sword.
Perfect. Okay, so Kaito is gonna probably greatsword attack.
Okay. Unfortunately, the sword just also misses.
Okay, and let me take a quick look
Some things don't change from Dark Heresy, huh?
here.
You win some, you lose some.
It'd be like that sometimes. Okay, so he's probably gonna stick it out where he is, so that's his turn.
Alright, Chungus, you're up. Wait, why is he on there twice? I think he must have gotten slapped on there twice.
Chungus.
Yeah, no, Kaido was. I'm just going with the 15. Chungus, it's your turn, though.
Chungus is going to move down here to this area.
Okay.
And he's just going to take a big swing with his great axe.
Alright, go ahead. Yeah. It looks close, but you do in fact strike that flying sword with the great axe, and just a meaty metal chunk as it hits in, and you see the blade like bend in a little bit before like trying to reform to its proper shape.
Chungus attacks weird sword creature. And that is all.
Alright. And it's been a while since you actually got in a fight. I was thinking Chungus probably would like to rage, but we can worry about that next turn.
Yeah, no, he has some rages, but I don't see him raging against these things.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, because they're just inanimate, like, sword objects. They don't really provoke his rage.
Okay.
Deserve his berserker
Yeah.
rage.
Fair enough. Lucian, you're up.
Lucian is gonna turn tail and run
Okay.
as far away as possible, and he's gonna shoot a fireball. Firebolt.
Which one are you
Yeah, as long
attacking?
as it's not a fireball, because it will kill us all.
No, I know. I was just reading it. It doesn't have any AoE or anything.
To whom it may concern.
Are you attacking the north or the south sword?
Let's go with the south sword.
Okay.
Firebolt.
Unfortunately, the firebolt just strikes the wall behind it. And it just singes the wall, but it is unable to hit the sword. Alright. No, we're going to start with this sword up here. So it's going to take a swipe at It's going to strike at Graham, who's actually hit it.
Okay.
So it's going to make a single attack with its entire body, the longsword. I'm assuming a 22 hits.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. And it does 8 slashing damage. The southern sword here is going to make a swipe at Chungus. Does 16 hit?
Yes.
It does hit. Okay. And it is going to do 7 slashing damage.
Oh, don't do that, sword.
That's not nice.
That's not fucking neighborly.
But that's the sword's turn. Fifthol, you're up.
I'm gonna break you.
I must break you.
Jeremy?
Ooh, yes. I will take my short bow.
Okay.
I'll shoot at this sword here.
All right.
With an arrow at.
S-words.
Should I conjure a sheath?
Ooh, put a sheath on it.
Be kind of interesting.
Just carry around this like struggling sword the whole dungeon.
All right. Yeah, Fifthol, your aim is true, and you're able to drop 8 damage onto this bad boy here.
You somehow hit that small surface area with an arrow.
And it's in combat with all these people, so that I actually get sneak attack.
All right, go ahead and drop a sneak attack on that bad boy.
Oh,
Additional 3 damage, not bad at all.
did you see that coming? Flying magic sword.
You
For it.
send an arrow directly into the hilt of the sword, and it sinks deep into it, and the sword fluctuates and kind of drops almost to the ground before floating back up, but it's moving slower, and it is not able to keep its height as it once was.
Which sword did he hit? The one that it was
The one in the north here.
one? Okay.
Yep. Did you want to do anything else with your turn?
I wish to. No, that's fine. They're
Okay.
surrounded. I'll just chill here in the corner and shoot.
Graham, you're up.
All right. I have been counter bonked, so I think the only neighborly thing to do is to counter bonk.
All right.
Unless Chungus, do you want a heal, or are you?
No,
Okay.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm not gonna die.
Yep. I will send it back to Horny Jail.
All right.
Let's just kill. Let's just stab
Yeah.
these things.
You strike true and are managed to.
Mother horse fucker!
But-
You managed to mother
Big
horse fucker.
two-handed.
It's
fucking
not just
sword.
only rolling ones.
Although, even with that 5, I want to ask Graham, how do you want to kill this sword?
Ooh. So let's see. What kind of slash did it take out of me?
Basically like a cut to your torso, where the shield would have been. It just cuts into the upper left part of your body.
Just kind of goes upward, and he's he just counter swings, just clubs it against the wall with his hammer, and just holds it there for a second, and then just lets it drop, and it's just bent like a boomerang.
So just once perfectly lovely longsword, just boomerang shape from this bash, just ding 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 ding.
Did he just choke slam a sword?
All right. Did you want to do anything else with your turn?
He will move to cut off the other sword.
Oh. All
Actually,
right.
He'll step aside. Can Kaito squeeze past him if he does that?
Yeah, you're able to squeeze by one another. As long as you're
So he just kind of makes ready to let somebody else through.
The sword
Yeah.
isn't going anywhere.
Yeah, if you were to make a line of people, and you're friendly to one another, another friend of yours can pass in between the line because 5 feet's pretty big.
Excellent.
That's not
Could an enemy pass it?
acceptable.
No, it's the game assumes you're basically stopping enemies. Enemies are stopping you from going between the 5 feet, but if they're friendly. Like, their friends can pass through the 5 feet.
Right. Okay.
All right. Otto, you're up.
Oh, hit this thing and miss.
Well,
No.
Smash.
Like I said, hit this thing and miss.
yeah, you just take a stab at it, and unfortunately the sword just
Is that a flub? Is that a 1?
yeah, but I'm not going to screw you over with, like, you drop your sword or something like that. I don't quite like that level of, like, what happens. But, let's see. Did Otto want to do anything else?
No.
Okay. But it's currently Kaito's turn.
All right. So Kaito is going to fill the space Graham left for him.
Okay.
And I forget, is there a charge action in 5e anymore?
No, not really.
Okay, so he'll just move in and make a jumping overhead slash.
Okay.
Probably yells something, some sort of Ki like yell.
Mickey, come here.
Some
And
yo.
short.
Hang on one sec. I have somehow lost my brain again. There we go.
Yep. Yes, Kaito is able to just run in, overhead swing, and strike the sword. Go ahead and roll damage. Okay. And how would Kaito like to kill this sword?
He just fucking vertical slash, and then there's two halves of a sword.
Or once, and almost cartoonishly, it just like splits, floats, and drops. And you find yourselves. Let me put that in the GM there. Okay, there we are. In a room with 2 dead flying swords.
Is there any way out of this room besides this right here?
You only see a southern exit.
So this exit right here.
Yep.
Did we investigate this room at all?
You took a look
Yeah.
around, yeah. And that's how you notice the swords.
Can I investigate these broken magical swords to see if there's any magic still left in them, like elementally, or if it was like kind of a spirit thing that has left completely?
Yeah, go ahead and make an Arcana check. From what you can tell, any magic that was in there is gone now.
It died.
Yep. The swords themselves are pretty nice, but
It's like metal, like a good quality metal, or did it like dissolve, or like can I pocket the metal?
I mean, like,
Kind of broke it.
yeah, like you're basically looking at one sword that 2 have, and one sword that is like an L shape.
If they were useful, they're not useful anymore.
You
Can
think
use that as like a hook.
you think you might be able to like get it repaired, possibly, but more likely than not, any blacksmith is going to just melt it down and just forge a new sword out of them.
All right, I'll
So,
leave it.
is there a way to see what, like, how? I don't know, like the how strong the metal is, I guess.
It looks to be just a steel sword, so pretty similar to what you were wielding, actually.
Pretty standard then.
Yep.
Nothing to write home about.
Yeah.
You know, besides it flying and stabbing you, but
I mean,
Just
what
Try
down
to
now.
grapple one to see how
Well,
it
it-
happened.
They didn't stab me, so.
all right.
All right. If needed, Graham can give us a quick top up if we want to cast spells, but we could also just take a rest and use a hit die, right?
I mean, you can use as many hit die as you want during a short rest.
I might as well just do a short rest.
Okay. I will spend. I'll spend 2 of my hit die.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
me too.
I mean, you don't have to declare right away. You can roll and then see.
Was light?
And do we get our Constitution bonus?
I think it's just the dice.
It factors it in when you roll your hit die.
Oh,
Was
does it?
light? Was light? Like, was that a cantrip or an actual spell? I don't remember.
Light is a cantrip.
Okay.
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 Can I do that in a short rest?
Change it to a different cantrip.
Yeah.
I believe you actually have to go to a new level before you can actually swap out your cantrips.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so Graham's back up to full.
Okay.
Any healing for the rest of today is going to have to be magical for him, though.
Okay. So the flying swords gave everybody maybe a little start. So you all just bunker down for about an hour's time. Do you do anything besides like just? Do you do anything within this hour?
Rest. Knit.
Or
Graham will do a little miniature prayer to the spirits of this place, just to continue to do his duties.
yeah, he hasn't seen any spirits, but definitely has like an eerie sense in the back of his head that he can feel.
Something's restless around here. I can tell you what, though.
Oh, and actually, the other thing is, I am going to.
Kill you all at the end.
No. Nope. Just by this point, your detect poison has disappeared after the
And
rest.
how big of a range is Divine Sense?
30 feet, I believe.
Let's see.
It'll say it on your thing, but Divine
it doesn't-
Sense
it doesn't
is
actually.
60 feet. I'm sorry.
Okay. Wait, where did you see?
I'm just looking at the thing, the reference guide I have.
Oh, okay. Oh, 60 feet. I see it there.
Yep, and it lets you determine. You can know location of a celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
No.
How do I roll this? I want to use mine one to see if there's anything like nearby before
Okay.
we go.
And the other thing is, it's also blocked by total cover.
Oh, is it blocked by total cover?
It is blocked by total cover.
So it doesn't go through walls or anything like that.
Not thick walls, no.
And I guess these were considered thick walls.
Yeah, they're pretty thick.
Eh.
Extra thick.
What's our next situation
the-
here? Like, where's the
What's
next
the
room?
duration of this?
Oh well,
Oh, I'm looking.
for Divine Sense, it's basically like, think of it like a ping. So you just like send out
Okay.
a single thing.
Okay.
You remember there actually was a hallway leading to the west, down this way.
Ah, okay. I go that way.
Okay. There is another door, that is like a very thick door,
Yeah.
but
Can I open it?
yes, you can. Opening the door, it's funny. It's actually it's old, but it's actually like very well balanced. It's not locked or anything, but like pushing it open, it just swings almost freely open.
We bring the light down here.
Let's check this door for
I
traps.
was gonna say I'm probably gonna die from a booby trap right now. So
The door swings open and
Just
just see an open hallway.
I have no idea where he is.
Look for the traps.
Oh, okay. Chungus wants to check for traps.
no, Chungus doesn't want to check for traps.
Pifil, help
mean-
out the big one.
Do.
I'm gonna make another.
What? Peanut, come over here.
Over.
Okay.
You need me to disarm any traps.
All right. So Chungus is currently. Ooh, not that.
Is the door just closed or something still? I thought he opened
Yeah, I can. I'll have to do something like that. Okay. Here, I'm just gonna move you guys down to the south. Here, something like that. So Chungus has pushed open the door. And can Auto see? Nope. Blast. But if Auto were to step in here,
Beep, beep. No.
there you go. Yeah, it's a little tight. I'll have to work on that one after the fact, actually. Actually, no, curious. I think I might be able to do something. No, not really. Alright. Auto pushes open the door, or I guess follows behind Chungus and is seeing this hallway. And if Fiffle were to go through as well, you would just see a, you would see this hallway. No. Okay. But there is, in fact, a way to the west. So if anybody wants to roll investigation, you're perfectly free to do so.
I will. Graham will move up.
Jacques. Yeah.
Hey, I can roll double digits.
All right. Well, let's
So
say.
this is just gonna like trundle along this way.
All right. Well,
Is Piffle gonna do a
as Chungus is shuffling forward,
shuffling?
truffling. Lucian does in fact see another pressure plate directly in front of Chungus, who is just kind of, you know.
Sacre bleu. Chungus,
Well,
do
no, I
not move
think-
another inch.
Big
I think I
Chungus,
see
Big
it.
Chungus.
I'm pretty sure I could see it too then.
Yeah. For the future, just if somebody's doing investigation, it would just be, if anyone's helping, it would just be rolling with advantage. But fortunately, he's able to stop you from stepping here, which is where the trap is.
Where?
Right here, right where Otto's actually stepped. But I'm assuming with the warning, you guys don't actually step on it.
No.
Yes.
Hang on, where did the Western Passage?
I will try to disarm it.
Okay, go ahead and roll that. And I'm just going to move you guys into the west room.
Please do.
You go. Yeah. You
Yep.
go to the.
You're actually able to also disable this trap. Very similar to the first trap, in fact. And with it being completely disarmed, I'm going to move you all into the room. I'm going to move you into the room, too.
My God.
Just something to keep in mind. For the next one, I'll have to just, double check for doors.
Hmm.
So, in this room here, this actually looks to just be a hallway, like a throughway, where you see a room directly to the north, small room to the south, and a door to your west here.
Does the room to the south have any dead guys with money?
Let's go south. Let's close this stuff.
The south is just a room, looks to be completely empty except for a few bits of rock and stone that have collapsed and fallen in. Looks to mostly be completely empty, and anything that was there is now gone.
Nothing but dust and spiders in there.
Can we investigate anyway?
Yeah, I can roll investigation.
Yeah.
Yep. You're able to figure out it probably was, in fact, at one point probably a little guard room. Looks to be there's pieces of chair, and it looks like there was at one point was a bell that was maybe used for sounding an alarm that has now just completely disintegrated and fallen apart. The room to the north, you do see more coffins, plus it's also collapsed a little bit. But you'd also see maybe something that looks, yeah, especially with that 24. The room to the north, you see something that actually glitters a little bit.
Hmm.
Piffle moves towards the glitter.
Okay.
Just remember that.
All right.
This is close
All that
behind.
glitter
Fiffle, can you make
start to
can
fade.
can you make a dexterity save?
I can.
Yeah, Fiffle. Is it? Yep. Yeah, Fiffle, you run towards this glitter, and you don't notice there's a tripwire. You strike it, and this pendulum swings down and slashes you for 12 damage.
Oh god!
Oh!
Ow.
Piffle crumbles to the ground.
Shit.
George, no, George.
Biffel! No!
Hold on. His accent getting thicker as he pushes his way up.
He's alright. I'm alive. It's okay. I knew that was there. I was just,
Oh, good,
like
George.
that.
I'm glad you're okay.
just testing it. You see.
Does it work?
Yes. Yes, it does.
No.
All right. But with this trap disarmed and the layers standard way, you have access to the northern room.
Do you want me to? Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and give you a heal unless you want to use some of your hit die. Oh wait,
Sure.
we can't. You'd have to short rest.
I accept heals.
Yeah, I'll give you a cure light wounds.
Okay.
I think I can spontaneously cure light wounds.
I should be able to.
Let me check. Okay, I took cure wounds as one of my prep spells anyway.
Wow, it worked out pretty well there, didn't it?
So how much health does Fiffle have?
17.
Not bad.
And anytime he casts that, Graham's got that candle on his straw hat, and it just lights with a blue flame.
Ooh, neat.
It's really cool looking.
Well, thank you.
So
My
while
glasses are foggy.
so while I keep wanting to call you Watchmaker. I'm so sorry. So while Graham's like taking care of Fiffle, can I just go pick up the thing? See what
Yeah.
he's running for?
Make an investigation, just to see if you can like. I would say you would do this with advantage because Lucian did point it out to you.
Okay. Double the chance of failure.
Or success. Okay. Yeah. So you're actually able to see farther in there is a skeleton partially buried under some of the rubble. The skeleton has a leather messenger's bag that, for whatever reason, has not been ravaged by time. There is a golden clasp that you think was what was reflecting the light. But we were able to find it, dig it out from under whatever rubble it was under.
Looks like some fine leather. Fine leather goods.
So golden clasp. Would Graham have any idea with his like history knowledge? If I show it to him.
We could try. No.
Open it and see.
Yeah. You can ask Graham.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. After it's open, like
Let me.
let's open it and
let's
see.
see. I've got history, investigation, religion.
This would be probably history.
Eh.
Yeah. So these are basically very specialized bags. They are specially treated to avoid wear and tear. And taking a look, it seems even a few 100 years have not done anything to actually damage the bag itself. Anything in there would probably be worth, like, it's probably somewhat important.
See what's in there.
Check for the documents.
Yeah, let's open it. Yeah,
Okay.
It could be documents.
Opening it up, you see what looks to be some money, as well as 2 leather cases, basically leather tubes with a little opening on the one end of each of the tubes. The money itself, 34 gold and 23 silver.
Pretty good haul.
Do we have anybody tracking general inventory before we split it?
Chungus has no use for gold, so he doesn't care. He keeps a few gold on hand, like 12 gold or whatever, but
She uses them like to clean it between his teeth.
Does that actually split up evenly though?
Probably not, but
Ian, can I trouble you with just making a note of that, and then we can go over the loot later, maybe when
Yeah.
Ami's back anyway?
yeah, sure.
Cool. Thunka.
And the 2 tubes. Would that history thing be able to give more information on it?
Looks to be what they would, yeah, a 25 especially. You're able to figure out that these, especially they are stamped for, basically, it would say these are single-use magic scrolls.
Open them up. Let's see. Pop the top. Once you pop, you know you can't stop.
Graham will aim it away from everybody else, then pop open the scroll case.
Yeah, be careful with magical popping.
Graham takes it, aims it towards the wall, looks away. And it's fine, nothing.
The wall explodes and an intergalactic demon comes in and kills
Die
us off.
twice, no save.
You're not fighting the astral horror just yet.
Hooray.
But yeah, basically, popping the top, you see that there are 2 scrolls, one in each tube. You'd have to run like an Arcana check to see what they are exactly, but
Oh yes, let me see those scrolls. Let me see what is in there.
okay.
Hands him over.
It's not. These are pretty basic level 1 spells. I would say a 9. It's gonna take you like 10 minutes looking them over, especially it is in the ancient Arwellian language, also known as Ancient Common. But you are able to determine that the first scroll is a scroll of Comprehend Language. The second one is a scroll of Featherfall.
Ah.
Might help you when you fall from trees.
I got a little more health than I did before. Now I want to die from it. Hey, we have all this loot and now these spells. How should we split this up?
Well, reckon we should worry about that after we're out of here. Though
But
these
what
might
if we
come in
have use
handy.
for them?
These might come in handy.
Tell the Chungus, and then we'll split it up later.
Well, somebody should be at least ready with the Featherfall.
Who can make use of these is the question. I don't. Actually,
As a wizard, you know, I could.
Go ahead and keep that one on you then.
All right.
We'll worry about that later.
And you know you could also like copy these into a spell book.
Oh yes, let me hold on to these so I can copy them into my spellbook.
Good idea.
Comprehend and Feather.
Yep. You would also know enough about magic that you would need like the supplies to actually get it, which you don't currently have. And the other thing you have to be just careful of, if you fail to copy the scroll into your spellbook, the scroll is destroyed and you don't actually get the spell. So.
Save it for when you've got resources for like bonuses or rerolls or whatever.
Yep.
What is it that I need to be able to copy the spell?
It's specifically, I believe, special paper and ink, and it's
I
gonna.
have ink and paper.
Oh, good, you already have that. So as a wizard, and then it's a certain gold.
Scholars that I have.
Oh, okay. You might already have what you need then. It's basically a set amount of specialized paper and ink of a specific amount. I believe it is 50 gold per spell level, and these are both.
Because I'm a conjuration, it'll be like half price for the conjuration spells.
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't think these are conjuration spells, but
I don't think they are.
yeah. But
All right, I'll look into that a little more. Cool.
okay, but right now they're perfectly fine to keep just in your back pocket.
Happy to see.
Is it just like an action to use one of those? How do those work mechanically?
Yeah, it's basically it has the same cast time as if you were casting the spell yourself.
Do I have to like equip it? Do I have to like doff it?
I would say you're probably just putting it in your like inventory. So if you wanted,
Just pick it out and read it, and the action of reading it is identical to casting the spell.
yeah,
Okay. So like in one turn, I can whip it out.
yeah, like as an action.
You're a script kitty for magic.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Okay. But yeah, and you also have this one door going to the west here as well.
We're here.
Yep.
This time, check for traps.
This will go check. I'll give you guidance.
Yeah. Okay, Chungus waits. Okay, ready, wait.
Are you sure Chungus doesn't want to push open the door?
I mean,
Chungus, do not.
okay.
Lotion on its skin.
I'll just wait.
All right. So who wants to investigate the door for traps?
I'll assist to give advantage.
Okay. So whoever is doing that can just roll with advantage then.
That would be Biffle, I think.
Anybody who wants to.
Whoever has good investigate, we're just looking for
I
the
have good
trap right
investigate.
now. Yeah, we're just looking for the trap right now.
Okay.
I don't.
Well, you also get to roll with advantage. You get to roll with
Yeah,
advantage because he is
roll
assisting
that.
you.
Yeah, exactly.
And add a d4.
Yeah. And roll d4 and edit.
Okay. You don't think there's anything. It looks like these doors probably are maybe like okay and not trapped.
I mean, I think you rolled good enough there. Chungus swings the door open.
The door swings open and it's fine.
He passes through the hallway to the next room.
Throw the light in there.
And
And anything happens?
well, you
disappeared.
enter into a open room here.
Yep. I'm alive, guys. I didn't get. Nothing happened to me.
And we're just,
owned. I'm not owned.
I'll just move you guys all in here just so you
Yeah.
are fine.
I think what might be a good idea is when we have different sight levels for party members, include like a little arrow icon so we know where the rest of the party went if we look away.
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna have to do. I thought it was set so that like explore mode was on, so as somebody explored, it would be revealed to everybody else. I'll have to poke around with that some more.
Yeah, I'm like, I have no idea where half the people are half the time. It's funny.
But right
There
now,
was a door there you said that we opened?
yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's this
right
one right
And I
here.
want to conjure a 3x3 like stone block to prop the door open.
Okay.
Have you ever played Dragon Warrior
Nice
1
one.
where like you go into the dungeon, you have to cast light, or it's just like this?
Yep.
You only see the sprite. That's how I feel.
I'll poke around with the lighting a little bit more. But for right now, entering into the room, you see it's a large room. It looks to be a main laboratory. There is a collapsed pillar that has crushed a skeleton.
This right here was this.
Yep, there's a
This thing right
crashed
there.
pillar here. You think it fell onto probably what wasn't a skeleton, but now is.
Part timer.
You also see two caskets here, but in between them are actually like some strange like mechanical contraption about the size of a globe, as well as like four suits of armor in between, like here and here. Oh, and a door going to the north as well.
Where's the other one?
Is
I
this
saw
the
the
door
one-
over here?
I
Yep.
saw one here. What's the other one?
To your south, completely opposite.
Okay.
Where were
Where are
the
the four? Where are the suits? Yeah, exactly.
Yep, they're in the upper and lower right hand corner.
So
Okay.
this.
Yep.
And here.
So obviously they're experimenting with the dead here.
So I will
or-
say that we should be careful because we remember the swords.
Yeah, these suits of armor are obviously coming to life to attack us.
Yeah, and actually, funny enough, right as you say that, detecting your presence, they start to move.
Oh.
And I would like everyone
Roll initiative.
to roll initiative.
That is how we roll.
Why does that look like that icon looks like somebody I
I'm
would
just
expect
not
out of,
feeling
like,
very
out of
fast today,
Earthbound.
guys. I'm sorry.
It's
I'm a little
literally-
on the sluggish side.
Yeah, it's literally the art for animated armor.
Is Chungus starting to pick up Graham's accent the more they hang out?
Chungus is just digressing. Chungus is just becoming Lenny from Of Mice and Men.
Listen, man.
Yeah, basically.
Look at the pretty blink dogs, Chungus. Look at the pretty blink dogs.
Well, I don't feel
wanna
bad.
pet an animal.
All right, so
Actually, I feel
But
bad.
yeah, as I hear your southern accent, I just like can't help it. It just like happens. It's like-
A couple sessions ago, I had to stop myself. It was,
yeah, I'm trying not to. So.
I hope it's not bugging anybody. I'm having fun with
No,
it.
it's good. Yeah, it's good.
It makes me laugh every time you do it.
Really good. Yeah.
The southern accent?
I
Yeah.
enjoy
Yeah,
it.
southern
That's
accent.
so
I
good.
like
I'm
all
really
the
gonna practice
accents.
my
The,
Dale.
the compulsive mimicry of it means it's working.
So the animated armor had a critical role.
yeah, roll pretty well. So this suit of armor steps forward before kind of janky and seizes up and just collapses forward. It doesn't appear to have like. You're lucky that the ravages of age have destroyed this suit of armor. But its friends
One
aren't.
of them didn't make it.
Yeah, but its friends aren't as bad. And this one's gonna move one.
How big are they?
Pretty tall, like 6 feet.
Okay.
One moves up to Graham and is gonna try and He's going to make 2 attacks. He's going to make 2 slams. First one, 19, I'm assuming, hits.
Yep.
Doing... Come on.
Even
7 bludgeoning damage. The first one just a 7. Sorry about that. It just had a slight delay. It's going to
14 right now.
attempt to slam again. 18, I'm
That's not going to be good. Yeah, this isn't going to be good.
dropping 5.
Okay.
This armor also looks... These all armor look to be very stiff and janky and don't appear to be moving as smoothly as those swords did.
Well, that's something.
This suit of armor is going to go up to Chungus, and he's going to do 2 attacks, 2 slams against Chungus. 6 misses.
Yep.
13, I'm assuming, misses as well.
Misses as well. I'm 14.
And this one's going to go 1, 2... It actually can't go by Chungus, so it's also going to attempt to slam you.
Yep.
22.
It hits.
5.
Ow! Why'd you do that?
Smash them, Chungus.
Yes.
And then just slams in front of Chungus. Maybe it's just trying to warn you away. But
I'm
that's
gonna hurt both of you with my axe.
Lucian, you're up.
Lucian.
How much?
Yeah, Lucian's just gonna shoot a firebolt right at the northern one by Graham.
Okay.
Firebolto.
All right.
I just forgot I actually have to do it.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage. All right. Able to do 4 damage to this thing. Perfect. So
Can you
yeah,
move after your attack.
yeah. Heck, you can move, attack, and then use the rest of your move. Lucy just runs through the door.
Run in.
Just arms pumping.
And I think at this point I can probably get rid of it.
Oh, wank.
This is better. Are you just giving us the map here?
Yeah, I figured you earned it.
You sweet man.
All right. Did Lucy want to do anything else?
Oh, Lucian's done.
All right.
Retreated.
Kaito, you're up.
All right. Kaito is going to... Can he get over the column?
Yeah. It's not like, especially you could like fit through there. It's not that bad. I'm not gonna make him make an athletics for that specific point.
Cool. All right. Kaito is going to... Actually, let me look at his spells before I commit to that move. Nah, I don't think that would work. I was thinking about doing lightning lure, but this thing, given the damage that fucker just did, I think it has a high strength score. So
Pretty good, yeah.
he's gonna try to greatsword it again, especially if it's more durable and strong than mobile.
More human than human.
Yeah, the Kaito's sword strike just hits it directly in like the helmet. Go ahead and roll damage. And 6 slashing damage.
Oh, I think he gets to re-roll. Yes, you can re-roll a 1 or 2 on damage dice with melee weapons wielded with one-handed weapons. Those were a 1 and a 2.
Yeah, go ahead.
Fighting style, great weapon. Cool.
Not bad, yeah. All right, yeah.
Much.
That's a ruinous hit to this thing's skull. And, well, not skull, but just helmet. And it just, like, collapses in a bit.
Nice.
But it's just, like, it turns from looking at Graham to, like, to Kaito.
Uh-oh.
Did he want to do anything else with his turn?
Actually, yes. Kaito is going to use his... Not second wind, what's it called?
Actions.
surge.
Okay.
And so he can take 1 additional action and a possible bonus action.
I believe it is just an action, but...
Okay. Okay, just an action. So
Yep.
he is going to, since it worked so well the first time, do it again.
Unfortunately, the strike just cuts into the chest and doesn't actually manage to make any purchase. Just the metal on metal screech.
All right. So Kaito's done for now.
All right, Fiffle, you're up.
I am going to.
Did we get another? Was it
Do some
trait
stuff.
or talent?
What?
When do we get the next one? I'm just looking at my initiative rolls are so bad.
Oh, your feet.
Yeah.
For a paladin, it is I think level 4.
Okay.
Yeah. You can choose. You get an ASI, ability score improvement, or a feat.
So I'm gonna throw this guy that's fighting Chungus. Because that's not very nice of him to do. So,
2v1, yeah. Shoot some shit at him.
Unfortunately, that short bow round does not manage. It bounces off the armor.
good. The other thing I'm gonna do is try to hide amongst this rubble.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth roll.
Chungus is not a good spot to hide at right now.
Yeah, you think you're pretty well hidden there.
Castle Super Beast.
But Chungus, you're up.
So it looks like part of the rubble now.
Chungus at this point is going to become enraged. He's
All
pissed at all the flurry of attacks that all the swings towards him. He's going to make a reckless attack against this guy.
All right, Chungus rages and then recklessly attacks that bad boy. Yeah, that hits pretty good. Go ahead and roll damage. And do you get
+2? Yeah.
+2 for 9? Yeah, Chungus, you just tear into this thing's armor and just slash a nice cut that doesn't pierce all the way through, but definitely cuts in, and this thing steps back before moving forward again.
Nice.
I'm gonna hurt you. Chungus, he needs this precious defense that he gets from rage as well. So
It is pretty nice, yeah.
because of the barrage, the flurry of damage that I'm about to take in about 30 seconds.
Otto, you're up.
Which one did he bash? This one right here.
I believe it was that one. Yep.
I'll try to get the attention of this one so he doesn't get bashed.
Okay, so you're attacking this one to the south here?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
This one. Let me make. Yeah, okay, I took advantage off.
Alright, yeah, unfortunately, yeah, just dink!
Boink.
And the thing just looks and just kind of goes to shove you on its turn. Graham, you're up.
All
Try
right.
Chungus.
Let's see. What do I want to do?
You guys have that thing pretty well cornered over there.
Yeah, unless it lays me the fuck out with another multi-attack like that.
Oh yeah, it's up next.
Yeah. Fuck it, I'll swing for the fences.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I will try to bonk it with the Warhammer again.
Make Le Bonk.
Roll to bonk. Nothing with that one.
No, you just kind of you go to bonk it, and it's just too focused on Kaido and just shoves you aside. So the animated armor to the north here is going to, relatively mad at Kaido, is going to make some attacks against him. He's going to attempt to slam.
Miss.
And another slam.
Miss.
Kaido's just too good on the defensive, just being able to weave and duck to avoid those slams. The one to the south here is going to take attempt to slam Chungus. I think 18 hit.
Hit. Yep.
Oh, and actually, no, I'm sorry. These are with advantage, aren't they? Because of the reckless.
Yes, actually.
All right, so I'll say that 18 was for the very first one.
Okay, and just roll for advantage with the next one.
So it does,
So
I think,
both
just
hit, yeah.
just 2.
2. Yep, 2.
And now it's going to roll for
Other one.
is going to roll for 17. Does that hit?
Yes.
Okay, so it's gonna do another 2.
All right, so 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take 4.
So it just like punches you in the chest.
Ow!
Just
Ow!
bump bump.
Asshole.
That kind of hurts a little bit, but I'm so pissed off.
The farthest one to the south, having been attacked by Otto, just looks and he's going to attempt to slam Otto. I'm assuming 19 hits.
Yes.
They're not carrying any weapons. They're just trying. They're just attacking.
They're just punching. Yeah, they're just really good at punching.
That's bad.
So first one hits with 8 bludgeoning damage. 21 hits, doing 5 bludgeoning damage.
Still flesh.
They're truly rolling some strong rolls.
They're doing pretty well, yeah, but
Yeah.
We're about to lose to the first dungeon.
We're
Lucian.
fine. We're all fine.
you're up.
They can keep
Can
pelting
I
me
play
like
with
that
the
for half
angles
damage for a
here
while.
in terms of like potentially peeking in this door of like how do you do the arrow? How did you do that?
Oh, do you see like the little like circle with a ruler sticking out of it?
yes.
Yeah. So from here you could,
Yeah.
if you were to stand here, I bet you could be able to shoot this 2 from the south here.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know how to move my character back now. Hold on.
There you go.
Back to the arrow, yeah.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna firebolt this guy that's next to Chungus.
The one to his right. Okay. Unfortunately, the firebolt just isn't able to like. It just splashes on the back of the armor, doing nothing, just causing a little scuff.
And that's it.
All right.
And that's it.
Kaido.
Hey, Kaido is gonna try to finish the job on this thing since he's styling.
Cut it down.
Yep, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
And
Yeah. How does Kaido kill this thing?
he's just like he bobs, he weaves after he crushes in its head, and then he just like repeated just clink, 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 until the thing just buckles and falls beneath him.
I'm
Yeah,
pushing Randy
just-
to give this a description, by the way.
Just slam the sword. He goes to like punch. Slam, slam. It's just like slowly, just slowing down before
Yeah, just beating it down into the ground.
slams backwards.
Beating me down.
Graham whistles appreciatively.
Did Kaido want to do anything else?
Kaito will move to join the fight over here and give this guy something else to think about.
Okay. Fifthel, you're up.
You can't do that double action you did last time?
I believe you only get how many action
Yeah,
surges?
once per short rest.
Yep.
Yeah, once
Oh,
per
oh.
short rest.
And he whiffed it.
Yeah, it
We'll
happens.
tell Rami that. We'll tell him
Yeah.
he did really good at killing monsters.
I mean, so far
The last
he's
two.
He's done too, and he's
Yeah.
styled all over that fucking armor.
Can I shoot past people?
yes you can.
I
Yeah.
will shoot this thing with the shooting.
Okay.
Nice. Go right over his ear.
He gives him a buzz cut.
Yeah, that strikes and hits. True. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's
All right.
come with,
And add sneak attack. Okay, nice. Dropping 12 on that bad boy. Not bad, not bad actually.
I will then move forward a little bit.
Yeah, as this arrow just strikes like the opening in the helmet, it just like hits in the back,
The
And
armor
the-
can taste key lime pie.
and it just like kind of rattles down inside, and the armor's just like, and you're like really weirded out the fact that this thing that doesn't actually contain a body is like shaking its head. And then Fiffle moves there. Do anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Chungus, you're up.
Chungus is going to finish this dude off here.
Okay.
With another reckless great axe attack.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage on that bad boy. Yeah, Chungus, how do you want to kill this thing?
Chungus just takes a mighty swing in his deep rage and just cuts him in twain.
The armor just like right down the center just splits apart.
Nice.
It just spills out like magic incantations and gears. But you have one more to the south. So, did Chungus want to do anything else on his turn?
Yep, he just turns to this guy.
All right, Otto, you're up.
I'll swing at this guy.
Okay.
Should we try to talk to them?
I don't think they're.
I don't think they're very sociable.
You don't think, but we
Hey, I
do.
hit. Maybe hit something.
Unfortunately, no. The it just bounces off the armor again.
I will cast something on myself. Whatever the hell that thing is. I shoot a faith.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right, Graham, you're up.
Okay, let's see. Let me take a look at my cantrips before I just heal myself, but I'm probably just gonna heal myself.
Try to.
Cleric, heal thyself.
Got one more spell left for the day. I might want to. Well, shit. Let me hang on. Let me see what this do. No, I don't think that'll do shit. That definitely won't. I'm just looking at spells. Turns out that when you have stuff about life and death, things that are neither living nor dead don't kind of outside your wheelhouse.
They tend to be a little weird to deal with, don't they?
Yep.
I mean, do we
Regularly
detect
else-
like magic? Or are we just assuming that this is totally 700-year-old mechanical architecture that attacks on sight without life?
Kind of looks that way.
Construct.
I feel like we should investigate. Should probe.
I could
Try
try
to dismember him without destroying him.
What about the one that fell apart up there? You can investigate
Like,
that
yeah,
one.
they all got smashed to bits. That's what I'm saying. Let's maybe try to keep one a little more intact.
That episode of Star Trek where like they want to study data by taking them apart.
Yes.
I'll just cast Cure Wounds on myself, I guess.
Okay. 6. All right.
Yeah, it's better than a poke in the eye.
Is they
All
still
right.
alive?
Yeah. The thing's still alive.
Yeah.
And
Crush it like a beer can.
All right. So,
15 HP.
okay. Did
Not into melee with it, but around.
Okay. All right. The animated armor. It's gonna make one punch at Otto. It misses, and it's gonna make an attack. It's gonna try and slam Chungus,
It's
and it's gonna do 5. Shoot. I think it rounds up. So I think 3.
Fungus is just like, you think the darkness is your ally.
Yeah, this thing like goes to hit Otto, but then he like does like with his right hook just like punches Chungus in the chin.
It's like, I'm gonna. Boom. I like this guy better.
I'm gonna knock you out.
I wish you'd stop hitting me, Armor.
But Lucian, it's your turn.
Not much in the neighborhood of shutting him down.
Well, he's not going to get another attack.
Currently, you have actually failed to hurt this thing. It's like been able to absorb all your blows.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a paladin. I can't do anything. I probably could have hit the floor if I fell.
Well, I still don't believe that it'll make another attack with all of us going against it this round.
I'm just gonna firebolt it.
Okay, go ahead.
Do it.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead, roll damage. All right. Well, yeah,
Sorry,
firebolt
It's just hilarious. This guy is like the most resilient thing ever.
strikes it in the head, and it's just like bonk. Looks at Lucian.
He's a bit far away.
Rush him in like one shot.
Go back. Yeah, run again.
An excellent strategy. Is your compatriot as agile?
Shooting firebolts from the corner of the door and just bolting.
If you give him his fucking animated armor Omega beams, I'm driving to your house and punching you in the face.
No, that's level 3 stuff.
That's fair. Omega beams level 3.
Funny, Lucian just runs away. He's like right next to another armor that punches him.
No,
Stop,
chill.
and they
Don't give him
only
any
ever
ideas.
punch him.
I'm sure he's thought of it already.
Kaido, you're up.
Kaido is going to. He seems to have found the winning move, so he's just going to keep doing it.
Just bop him in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pop.
the great sword is just fucking devastating.
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage on that bad boy.
It's connecting. It's connecting.
It's like the Yahtzee. Oh, and I can re-roll that too, so I'm going to re-roll that as a d6.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
So let's see here. That was
3.
14. Okay. Damn. Yeah, that just smashes it in the head, and it's kind of looking between 4 of you now. Fiffle, you're up.
It doesn't feel.
I plink it.
It can't
Plink.
think.
Make le plink. You hit it. Go ahead, roll damage.
Oh,
All right.
God.
you are distracted.
This poor, this
Uh,
poor
List
beast.
for you of boss fights.
Fiffle, how do you want to do this?
He runs up and steals his coin purse.
The arrow just knocks the helmet parts clean off, and it just stops working.
Yeah, the helmet just gets popped off, and you just see like some gears and like weird like sensors just get like twisted with the helmet, and it just falls over.
Ugh.
I'll get my arrow back.
Excellent.
Okay. Spending a minute, you're able to
We're all
recover.
dead now.
Spending a minute, you're able to recover about half your ammunition. The other stuff has been just damaged by just striking armor.
That's fine.
All right.
I need to take a rest. I kind of got beat up a little bit.
Chungus has some nice bruises on his chest, and one on his chin.
And Chungus goes up to this like altar area and just like lays down.
Perhaps not by the casket.
As Chungus approaches the altar, the globe thing in the center begins to spin faster,
Oh,
faster.
Jesus.
At which point, a ethereal-looking figure appears.
I don't need this shit right now.
So, appearing, you see it's an older man, bald with white hair along the back of his head, a long white beard reaching to his chest. He's wearing looks to be a kind of short robe with a leather apron over it. Looking down. Yes, you've activated the recording of inventor Zaf Feller. Checking time dates. Chronometer has wound down completely. I'm going to be led to assume I am dead now. This recording is a selection of magic and mechanical parts. It will listen to your specific questions looking for specific phrases. Ask away, I will answer to the best of my ability.
Ooh, where do you keep the treasure?
Keep treasure, yep. So, we have one final room there. He points to the door to the north here. That's my study. A collection of gems for just experimenting with, as well as a selection of documentation. You may be also interested in the Farcasting unit, if that's what you desire.
What's a far casting?
That's really
This.
helpful.
Farcasting unit. Farcasting unit. Orwellian Empire fell into the trap all empires fall into. They got too big to manage their territory. How do I fix this? Quite simple. I have created a device that will allow for near-instant teleportation without the use of a wizard or a spell. Currently in test phase, but I've been deploying them throughout my various laboratories. And he points to a device right here, which is a selection of glass and just like a kind of cage. If it's lit up, it's working. If it's not, it isn't.
I assume it is not lit up.
It is not lit up. The glass vials and beakers that look to have like connect to a device have just fallen out completely.
Graham will step closer to it and he'll say, disabling the traps. How do we do that?
Disabling traps. You're in here, so I'm going to lead. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you already did it.
Okay, well, that's something.
This is
Traps.
going to come over here and just take a nap.
Set up traps. Got the order to leave the winter colony, so unfortunately I had to engage in a scouring and set up some traps to ensure no one could access any Orwellian technology. There's a lot of unique pieces here, unfortunately.
Backup. Any redundant records, any saved documents, any vault or safe or anything?
Where's the north?
Documents.
Yeah,
Room.
documents.
Yeah, check my study in the north there if you would. I'd like at least somebody to be able to take a look at my work. You could also check my other labs. I have a key here, and the device stops spinning for a moment before it's a cylinder object ejects from the device. The device, like the object itself, has like various grooves that have been very purposely cut into it. That key will get you into my other labs if you can find them. I have to assume they've been buried during the rest of the scouring.
Do you have a map of where they might be?
Map. Yes, right here. And it displays a broken piece of like glass onto the wall that just shows nothing.
Do you have a portable one that we could take?
Sorry, it's all here.
How do we get the teleportation units to work? What do they need to work? Any liquids or what kind of fuel do they use?
Feline life. Just messing with you.
Forecasting units. I've set one up in the majority of my laboratories, mostly for testing and also just because it makes it far easier to get from Lab A to Lab B. Just make sure that these cylinders are aligned properly. Any power surge will probably knock the cylinders out of position. And with the scouring, that has most likely occurred for all of them. If you reset them, the forecasting unit will activate A to B.
I see, thank you.
So we would have to fix this one and then another one.
Well,
Fixing. Yep.
There were some soldiers who just fought us. Are these your creations?
Soldiers. Worked it with
Mechanical statues.
mechanical statues. Yes. You were speaking about my animated armor. Ah, very lovely creation of mechanical and some arcane technology utilizing suits of armor as some portable guardians. More reliable than the flesh and blood guards, as it were.
That's the truth.
Can you show me your source code?
Source code, unknown term. Please use more specific terminology.
Is there an human to AI interaction unit?
Are you looking for like a conjuration for like magical armor? Like that?
No, I just want to see if we can see more about this thing.
Oh,
And attempting to integrate. You're probably thinking that this recording here is intelligent. This is just me planning ahead of time. This is just listening for keywords and playing back any recording related to those keywords.
Interesting.
Random question: did we get any clues about this guy? The guy we're chasing. That we could maybe throw a keyword at?
No, this is
I'm
700 plus years old.
That, like, I don't know if he was like maybe looking for like an artifact that we like. Maybe I just forgot the name of or something.
I don't think so, but
How old is our guild?
Mr. Zaffeler, who is your boss?
Boss, ruler? You probably mean the emperor. Yeah. I work for the emperor of the Arwellian Empire. Can't say his name. He has specifically mentioned it is to be stricken from every record during the scouring. Probably attempting to avoid any repercussions for his actions in Winter Colony. God knows, or gods know that he's earned it.
I see. We also fought some magical swords. Is that you're doing as well?
Swords, magic. Ah, the flying swords. Yep, just a little bit of experiment. Attempting to, well, act as both a guardian and to help with experiments with the Chaos Blade.
Chaos Blade.
Yeah, Chaos Blade.
Chaos Blade. Ugh, back to the drawing board with that one. It works, but not how I expected. They want a sword that can just switch to a different elemental attack. You arm an entire legion with that, and you could just destroy pretty much anything. The damn thing's too random. If I can just refine it a bit, it's on the to-do list.
Chaos Blade.
Where is it?
In the next room.
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting.
Chaos Blade location. I was able to make a prototype. It's in my main laboratory. Kosa here is just the test lab in case something goes really wrong, but
List of all laboratories.
information not available. No.
We just like chalk this one up to keep an eye out for these kind of laboratories.
Or Daedric
I'll
ruins.
tell you now.
Let
Yeah,
us
that's exactly what I was thinking.
clear the last room and then see if we can make a connection to the other laboratories and go investigate this Chaos Blade.
Oh, we know that the teleporters connect to other laboratories too.
I forget. Did we complete the repair entry?
What were you?
You said repair. I just tuned
You
out.
have to like align the cylinders or some shit.
You have to, you have to get the cylinders up in line, up and running. Then they have to align, I guess, to the next laboratory.
Okay.
So I'm thinking you would have to get this one working,
This
find the next
laboratory-
laboratory.
Obvious how to just like put the thingies back where they go, or is it? Just
Yeah,
like,
can some of our smarter people take a look at it and see if we can divine anything about how to work it?
We can
Try.
This would be.
I
Yeah,
think
this.
the thing is, you have to have
can tell
another
teleport.
function. Yeah, I think you have to have another functional laboratory though.
Yep. You would be able to see. You'd be able to investigate with an Arcana check.
I will do that.
a little outside
Definitely.
my wheel.
Wait, well, who has a higher Arcana?
That's
will
a
work.
good one. I got +5.
we'll do
All
this
right,
one.
I was. Then you can.
Okay.
Go
Okay.
now. I was
Lucian can roll with advantage with the help of Otto. All right. Going to this Farcast unit, you see that so it's basically looks like a specially made brass cage that would fit. If you shoved in, it could fit all of you together. It weirdly is not rusted in any way, shape, or form. It looks to be specially treated, and it does contain a small spinning icon in the very top, with some glass cylinders that look to clearly fit in there. The glass cylinders themselves are on the ground, having completely fallen out. It looks like you would also be able to align it. There's an arrow shape, and it aligns with a set of numbers.
Look, guys, I see this. We may be able to use this. It looks somewhat functional.
I've always wanted to teleport. So.
Well, if nothing else, it'll get us off this island if we can find another lab.
Well, he said the Chaos Blade. He has somewhere else, maybe. This
Main
was
lab,
a
I think?
prototype nearby. Let's clear this north room and then we teleport somewhere over the rainbow.
Sure.
RNG just takes us to like the final dungeon. It's not even developed yet.
Over the rainbow.
All right.
Let's go to-
So in the north room here, it's a small room. It looks to have been a office or a study of some measure. It has a bunch of bookcases that have been cleared out, but there is in fact a table with another of those very specialized messenger bags. In the bag itself, you see a collection of, it's a variety of gems, different rubies, emeralds, sapphires, things like that, as well as a kind of thick bundle of papers and documents, all written in Old Arwellian, but if Graham would look at it, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. It looks to be in some sort of code.
Yeah, unless this is a grocery list written by a drunkard, I'm pretty sure this is a cipher. Can't rule it out, though.
Damn drunks. Their grocery lists.
And I'll do an investigation on the room.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
We do have the comprehend languages scroll.
That would let you understand the words, but I don't think it would let you break the cipher. Because I actually speak the language that it's written in.
Could we light up the room, or did you not like make this?
Oh, yeah, well, the room... Hold on, let me see if I can actually make that. There you go. There's really nothing in the room. From what you can see, you're pretty sure you're able to get the majority of it out of there. Anything that wasn't there has either been burned. You see, like, a couple of, like, basically ash cans with, like, paperwork and books that had been burned inside of it.
Yeah.
Everything else looks to have been cleared out with the exception of that messenger bag.
Oh, we'll take that. Take all
Yes,
of that.
these look like the documents.
Yeah.
Should we make a copy, people?
I'll let you two deal with that.
Of what?
Should we make a copy of these documents?
Your forgery project.
Oh, but we don't know what they say.
But we just need to copy them. They can decipher them either way. We just copy the symbols.
Yeah, I can do that.
It's about 4 dozen sheets of paper.
Do you...
4 dozen sheets of paper?
Yeah.
That could be expensive.
They only have like 9 pieces of paper. What if we give one a partial one? Nah, it's not worth it.
You could always try to just buy more.
Buy more paper.
And,
Good.
Well, let's
There's a
take
lot of
that
gems
here.
and gold here. We could
I think we're waiting to
Make a
Rami, so
profit.
probably Sunday we'll like split it up,
probably.
like a pre-session loot. Like,
Maybe
split
just
up.
need the new class, Ed.
Huh? Oh, what is it?
Reaper.
It figures.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it is. Did start the fan fest.
just now, yeah.
All right. Well, we can wrap this up pretty quickly, but yeah, you're not sure what the gems are worth. You'd have to take it to an appraiser or attempt it yourself.
maybe before we wait. Maybe it's too much. 4 dozen pages is too much paper. I have some, but not enough.
Yeah, let's wait until we're back.
And the gems, you probably get more for the gems at the Capitol than you
Yeah,
do
what's
out
something
here.
costs
Yes.
before we do anything with these documents.
Shh. Does anybody need to rest and heal?
I wouldn't
rolled
mind.
mine. Yeah, I rolled mine. I took a nap while you guys were talking.
I mean, honestly, we could take a long rest down here.
It's not far to go back up either, though.
True. And I did feel, I was going to say before the armors came to life, now that they're gone, has that feeling of heebie-jeebies gone away?
It's dissipated a bit ever since you got the key.
Ah, okay.
Definitely let's rest before we do any other endeavors.
That sounds like a pretty
Yeah.
good idea to me.
Oh, okay. Oh, did you place the glass back into the location on the Farcaster?
No, we kinda
No,
skipped
we
to
did
the
not
thing,
touch
so
anything. We
Okay.
just
Good. Yeah, you want to do that after the rest, just in case it's something.
yes.
Yeah.
Let's
Just do
wait.
it after the rest.
Okay, so you're all just gonna take a short or a long rest?
I wouldn't mind a
Rest.
long to get my spells back because I'm out.
I
Okay.
don't mind it long, so I can lay on hands to completely heal myself and then recharge.
Sure, let's do it. Let's see why not.
We move some of these. Chungus carries some of these rocks over here and blocks off this little doorway.
Throws a
You
Rock at him.
would also regain your hit points as you take the long rest.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the spell alarm. How does that work when doing a rest? Like if I cast it at the beginning of the rest and then we rest and
How long does it last for?
I believe Alarm is an 8-hour spell. It is also a ritual, I believe.
it is an 8-hour spell and well, that's what it
Ritualist now.
is. Not
It
sure.
is. I believe it is a ritual.
Testing time 1 minute.
Yeah. If you cast it as a ritual, it takes 10. Not that big a deal.
So, but that's like a spell, right? So I'd be using my last spell slot to set the alarm up, and then
Yeah.
rest and then get it back.
Yeah. So you could do one of two things. You can cast it with your spell slot. Just takes a minute, and then you would do the long rest. If you cast it as a ritual, it does not utilize the spell slot.
Oh,
It just
okay.
takes
so
like
means like it takes longer when you're not in combat type of deal.
it takes like 10 minutes, I believe.
Just do that. It doesn't matter. Yeah. We can wait 10
Okay.
minutes for you.
Yeah, sure. So I'm gonna set up an alarm.
He's gonna get his spell slot back anyway because
Yeah, either-
That's what I'm asking. Yeah.
Yeah, either way would not matter. So you can use the spell slot, casting it over a minute's time, or you could just use it as a ritual. It's because it doesn't say.
It's more attractive, basically.
It's mostly because it just doesn't say it's a ritual in like the actual description for some reason.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I'm just gonna one door's we're gonna barricade both doors, and I'll like set an alarm on one just in case too.
Okay. Looking around the room, you really do see that it only leads. There's only one exit, and it is that door that is currently to your east.
Yeah. So we'll do that one.
Okay. And so you're just gonna rest for the 8 hours. Break out your sleeping bags.
Yep.
Any rations you need to. Well, you're gonna have to take a ration for the day.
Yep. We'll deduct accordingly.
And
Ration.
so you
Grab
got
the
there around midday. It's about in the afternoon. So the dungeon crawl itself, the short rest, and the long rest, it's gonna put you around 8, 9 p.m. Actually, no, I'm sorry, be closer to 10 p.m. And I think there's a good spot to stop for the day. We can pick this up on Sunday when Rami's back.
I actually can't
Sounds good.
modify the number of rations on Rami's inventory.
That's fine. We'll worry about it next time.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that's a good spot to stop, and we will pick this up
And dip some of that stuff.
in actually probably just like 2 days' time.
Noise.
Hooray.
I will see you